Hey everybody, Jake Spano. This is your Mayor's Minute. These things are always long, and I've shot this now like at least 10 times, and I can't seem to get it underneath 5 minutes. I'm going to do that, so I'm going to get right to it. Sorry for missing last week. Just a lot going on. Some of it we're going to cover. Good news: governor's proposal came out last week around public safety, and that proposal, which we have a link to here, along with a letter that myself and other mayors wrote thanking the governor for this proposal, really reflects a lot of the stuff that myself and other mayors and police chiefs have been asking for. And so big investments in hiring more cops, big investments in staff to investigate crime. That's something that our chief has articulated as a need for us in our community, but also a ton of investments in crime prevention and support, right? So as Chief Harsey will tell you, our number one crime fighting tool is preventing it in the first place. So across the board, deep investments, almost $500 million, and really good conversations that I had with the governor last week, as well as his staff and Mayor Hovland and I. So really appreciate it, appreciate that investment. Today was, on the not so good side, today was our, what is called the Southwest Light Rail has a group of elected officials that advise Met Council on their work. Today was the Corridor Management Committee meeting, and today we were given, after a year of analysis, a new what they call service date, right? When passengers will be riding on the train, and an update on the budget. And the budget's going up by another couple $100 million probably, and they're talking about not having passengers riding the train until 2027. For those of you who remember, we turned dirt on this project in 2018, so we're talking about almost a decade of construction. I won't go through all of the details and issues. Me and our staff had a binder full of questions, or 3 or 4 pages worth of questions. We got answers to some of them, but I think I'm going to be sitting down with some of my colleagues and talking about ways that we can engage Met Council in this and make sure that they're being just really transparent. They are professionals. They want this project done as badly as we do. I know that. But we've just had enough of these sort of moments that I think, as I said today, in the words of my math teacher, we're going to need them to show their work. And I think the public is asking for that, and in fact demanding that. And so I also want to make sure that we sort of use this moment to make sure that we're seeing the full chessboard and thinking about all the possible moves and all the possible options that could deliver this project sooner, and with a budget that's more in alignment with what we approved years ago. So today was a good news, bad news, right? Good news was they gave us numbers and a date. Bad news is they gave us numbers and a date. But I hope that we can sort of get Met Council staff and folks over there to understand the importance of thinking a little differently about this project. I'm just going to close by saying that I'm keeping a good thought for all of the folks in Richfield after yesterday's school shooting, and was talking with the mayor, Maria Reagan Gonzalez, yesterday as she was sort of navigating that and trying to imagine what that would be like if I was in her shoes, and I couldn't. And I will also just, as a kind of point of personal privilege, say that as the son of a teacher, the grandson of a teacher, the son-in-law of a teacher, the husband of a teacher, and the father of a public school teacher, hug your kids tonight, and right after you do, send those teachers a text message or an email, or next time you see them at school drop-off, let them know how much you love them and you appreciate them, because they are freaking superheroes. And we say it, we don't say it enough. We say it, but we don't say it enough, and we need to support them better than we've been supporting them, because they are being asked to take on things that were never contemplated in teaching, when they were getting educated as teachers, to become teachers, I should say. So keep a good thought for folks in Richfield, and reach out to those teachers and let them know how important they are to you, and how much you appreciate them. Okay, have a great week, everybody. We'll talk next week. Bye.